Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Vlogmas. Today we are doing, I don't know, a very productive video, a Christmas slash necessities shopping video. We're gonna just be shopping a lot around to a bunch of different stores. I'm by myself. I have my earbuds so I can just put one earbud in, do some music, and get shit done. Right now I'm at the McDonald's. I'm in line and I'm gonna get lunch because I want a little treat. I wanted a little chicken nuggets and fries. It's like my guilty pleasure. And I got a large Sprite, so I'm excited to show you guys that. I'm going to a bunch of stores. I'm going to Target, Michael's, craft store, I'm going to Meijer, I'm going to Walmart, I'm going everywhere because I need some Christmas gifts, and like I said, I also need some necessities. So we're running the gamut of all the stores today and I'm really excited. It's gonna be really fun.
Pretty good, please. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you guys, I do a mobile order at McDonald's. If you're a McDonald's fan, or if you just get it here and there like me, I get it just on occasion, not super often, and you don't have their app, you're missing out. You need to get their app. There's so many good discounts on there, and you can order on the app and just say the code at the window, which makes it super easy. For me, I get like a little anxious when I have to order in person and I start to forget stuff. Like I will order my order wrong, and not on them, like they don't make it wrong, I order it wrong, and then I just don't get what I want. So when I have the time to mobile order, I feel like I can sit down and really pick through my options and get exactly what I wanted. So that's good, that's what I do. And now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna get my lunch. We'll probably just eat it in the car and then we'll head to the first store. I think I'll do Walmart first just to get out of the way. It's not next to all the other stores, but after Walmart we'll hit Target because I love Target and I'm very excited. So let's do it. So I forgot about Walmart entirely and I just drove to Target. So I guess we are going to go to Target first, but I'm gonna eat my lunch in the car really quick. I might watch like a little video on my phone or something. Ow. But I thought I would show you what I got, even though I already told you. This inspired me to share with you guys to go on a solo date every once in a while. I almost never leave the house alone, which is honestly not the best, but it's really, really nice and honestly relaxing. And yeah, it doesn't have to be crazy. For me, McDonald's is a perfect treat for a solo date. I feel like Angelo doesn't love fast food or like getting fast food in the same way that I do. For me, I'm like, oh my god, I love it. So it's really fun just to get a McDonald's and hang out. So we're gonna sit here and eat our food. I got the 6-piece nugget. I of course got spicy buffalo, which I can't eat a ton of because it does have milk in it, but a little bit does me okay. I've had it before, so don't even worry, you guys. Now I'm just gonna eat my lunch and then we're gonna go into Target, so let's do it. So far, everything's gone really well. I've left with a bag full of stuff from like every store that I can't show you because all of it is Christmas gifts. But I'm about to head over to Walmart right now and pick up my Walmart order, and then I'm going to Meijer to do some quick grocery shopping. And then Angelo's little brother is actually coming home from college tonight, so we're having a welcome home little dinner, and I thought I would make him my Reese's peanut butter pie, which turned out amazing. He hasn't had it yet, and yeah, I need to get everything at Meijer so I can make that when we get home too. So I'm just leaving Hobby Lobby and it's time to go pick up my mobile order at Walmart, and then we'll go to Meijer. Let's go. All right, guys, we're about to go into Meijer, and my list was on my phone, but my phone is gonna die because it's gonna die. So I just wrote the list on the back of this McDonald's fry container, and I'm just gonna bring it in with me. So you gotta be scrappy sometimes. I'm home from shopping and I got so many Christmas gifts, so sadly that means I can't share them with you, but I'll give you a quick Meijer haul. It's very random, but I'll still tell you. Aside from Christmas gifts at Meijer, this is what I got. I got 2 Dr. Bronner's almond soap bars because the almond is my new scent, and this is what I use in the shower. I ran out, so I needed it. I got a Fairlife milk. If you don't know, this is what we drink in our house because it's lactose free and I'm lactose intolerant, so this is perfect because it's still whole milk, but without lactose. This is the Silk half and half alternative. Usually I go for the Land O'Lakes lactose free half and half that has real milk, but they don't have it today and they're sold out often. So I've been trying this oat milk and coconut milk mix that's half and half, and it still tastes the same. It's really good. So that's what I'll get until the other one comes back in stock. I got Country Crock plant butter with olive oil. This is my go-to for like baking and stuff, and I told you guys we're making a pie for Dominic today, so I'm gonna vlog doing that. I got this, which I'm about to make a second coffee just to try this, I'm not gonna lie. This is the cold foam creamer from International Delight. If you don't know, this is my new favorite thing, and I've only had the sweet and creamy flavor, but this is the French vanilla flavor. Again, lactose free. Now this last stack of stuff is all for Dominic's pie. So we have allergen-free chocolate chips. We have Reese's peanut butter cups. We have Oreos double stuffed. We have Oreos regular. And we have Cool Whip. So that's not all the ingredients for the pie, but it's the ones we didn't already have at home. So let's get making the pie. Alright, y'all, I've made this pie like kind of on a YouTube video before. My vision board YouTube video. In Vlogmas, actually. But I didn't really show you guys step by step, so I thought I would do that today. Tell you how to do it step by step with proportions and show you. So first thing we're going to do is take an entire pack of Oreos. I'm using the 1 pound 2.12 ounce pack, but you can also use other, like a smaller pack. Like last time I did a gluten-free pack and that was smaller and that also worked just fine. But we're going to take this entire pack of Oreos, dump it in a blender, or if you have to do this by hand, you can just put them in a large Ziploc and hit them. But I'm going to dump it in my NutriBullet and grind them up to become like a powder. And it's okay if there's a little bit of chunks in it, but for the most part you want it to be powdery and smooth. And then we're just going to melt the butter, pour it in with all the crumbs and mix it together, and then we will press that into a pie pan. If you want to skip this whole step, you can just buy a pre-made crust. I like to do this because I know it's all dairy free and also it's really easy. So that's what we're doing first, is making the crust. Alright guys, sometimes it's harder than it looks in the NutriBullet, but we have our mix here, which is just crushed Oreos. You can see that I do have a few chunks on top. That's because this last batch, I gave up on it and just dumped it in. For the most part, this is really, really fine, like dust. But these big chunks on the top, I'm just going to try to like stab them and break them up a bit more. However, they don't really bother me being in the crust either, so I feel like a small chunk's okay. I would just make sure there's no whole Oreos chilling in there. And then the next step we're going to do is take a half stick of butter. So this is my Country Crock plant butter olive oil butter. So I'm just going to take half of it, throw it in here, melt it in the microwave, and we're going to mix it in here to start our crust. All the crust is Oreo and butter, and you just press it into the pan. So I'll show you. Alright guys, the crust is done. I know it's looking a little funky, but I promise it tastes amazing. I just kind of take a spoon and put my pointer finger in it and slide it all around while pressing, and that's kind of how I get it nice and good into the pan. And then also you can kind of lift the pan and look underneath and see that there's no spots where it's not covered. So it looks pretty good. We're going to pop this in the fridge so it can set while we work on the filling. Alright, I have 4 ounces of cream cheese here. This is just my plant-based Philadelphia brand cream cheese. And then we're going to put 1 cup of peanut butter. So we're going to mix those two things. I'm using this like metal bowl so that it stays cold. And then we're going to add in 1 whole container of Cool Whip. I'm doing this Cool Whip, which is the 0 sugar, because it's lactose free. So we're going to do that, mix it all in that big bowl, and then we'll be able to put it in the crust. So let's do it. 4 ounces, 1 cup, 1 tub of Cool Whip. I finished mixing the peanut butter and the sour cream, which it's not perfect. You can see there's still a little bit of streaks, but it'll mix more in this next step too. But now we're adding in 1 container of Cool Whip. It's an 8-ounce container and it's cold. I just pulled it out of the fridge right before this step, which I think is kind of a key because you don't want to leave it on the counter and let it melt, because we want this to be cold and firm so that it sets into the pie really nicely. So there is an entire container of Cool Whip, and we're going to go ahead and mix this together. Everything's fully mixed together for the filling. You can kind of see it right here. I don't know what inspired me to do that by hand and not with the mixer. I've done both, and I will say the mixer is easier, but it can be done either way. We're just gonna pour it right in to the crust now. Looks so delish. And once I spread this out, we're gonna put this back in the fridge again to set and kind of harden while we work on the third and final step of the pie, which is the ganache and the topping. So I will see you when we get there. Alright guys, we have 3/4 cup of chocolate chips here. I'm splitting the ganache recipe in half because last time we felt like there was too much. So 3/4 cup of chocolate chips, and then I have 1/4 cup of whipping cream that I just put in the microwave and heated it up so that it's nice and warm to melt the chocolate chips. And you just mix this together until it becomes like a thicker chocolatey paste, which apparently is called ganache. And then we're gonna let it cool just enough that it's not getting hard, but that it's also not gonna melt the pie. And once it's at that point, we'll just pour it right on top. We finished the pie. I really hope you can read it. It says drip because we call Angelo's little brother Dominic, we call him Drippy Dom. So I thought writing drip would be really funny. It turned out pretty good. And then I have extra Reese's to put on those like bare parts. I'm just gonna like throw them on top when we eat it. I think that'll be fine, but I really wanted it to say drip, so I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna put it back in the fridge, and yeah, I'm excited to take it to him.